we can bring to the table. I certainly, as the initiator of the project, have my own ideas, but I'm open to hearing feedback from other people and deciding as a group where best to take it. So if I found ISU or ISU or however they pronounce it, and I thought that was great, but maybe another person who's going to come to the table has a really awesome thing that I've never even heard of before that might be actually a better fit. So that could be a possibility. But I think moving forward, we're going to have to decide as a group. It's not just going to be Colleen deciding what's going to happen.
And that group is like kind of all the stakeholders, students, faculty, city administration too.
Right, yes. Right now it's just kind of the stakeholders, and I don't know if I explicitly mentioned this either, but right now it's International Student Advising, that's myself, someone from the IGSD department, someone from marketing, and then humanities and the library maybe don't seem like as natural fits, but I think humanities would be good to get on board because, one, the editing part of it, but also they're in a position to encourage people to be creatively writing and thinking in that way so they could structure potentially assignments or something like that. And then the library, we just have a great library that's really great with outreach, and they purchased something recently to kind of help preserve digital publications and things like that. So they just heard about it and they like it and they want to be involved on the ground level. So right now we're just that core group, but soon as we start getting the word out there in the submissions, I'm going to be contacting that larger group and seeing who wants to really come on board.
Yeah. I mean, there might be a student representative.
Right, exactly. And I would
student
love
voice,
to.
faculty voice. Usually sometimes getting faculty on board is challenging with some of these things.
Faculty.
Not in places like S.I.T. But
Yes.
I'm wondering if your school already has like some sort of newspaper or publication, other publication that goes out regularly.
We do have a newspaper. It's called the Two Towers, named after two of our buildings on campus. And they do have some articles potentially that could be like this, but it's really more informal, and they might be talking about, like, we've had articles about our international dinner that we do. They send someone and they cover that. Or I've written articles for the newspaper before on International Education Week. But I think that it's kind of few and far between and not really pushing the way that I would hope Unpacked would really kind of get people thinking more. It's just kind of anecdotal. I think more could be done. Yes?
How much anonymity or even just self-reliance would Unpacked have for the content versus what WPI would like to see in the content? How much, you might have a bunch of great pieces, you think they're great, the provost and the dean says, it's okay, but there's some censorship issues. Have you thought about that or what that might look like?
I think that's one of the nice things, or maybe not so nice things, about having one of the marketing people on board, because they already have to have an idea of what WPI puts forth to the outside world. And so they might be more able or have an eye for flagging things that might not be appropriate. Now, I don't know how comfortable I feel about censoring people too much. I mean, I can certainly see somebody writing about a crazy drunken night in Spain wouldn't be appropriate if they're an undergraduate. And that's not really the type of work we're hoping to get for Unpacked anyway, but they might be the people, the key stakeholder in that position to kind of give us more guidance.
I was just saying, when you're talking about being green and having it digital, where is it going to be? Is it in the website? Is it your website, or is a student just send an email on it, or how do they get access to it?
My thinking at the time, for now, is that if anywhere, it can live on our website as a link and have its own page and section through the international office. Because I run our website, I'll put it on there. But it could potentially have its own space somewhere on our website in general, outside of our office, if it becomes more popular or it becomes a student group or something like that. But I think for now, it would live our website as a link, and then we would email the link out to people, and then see where it goes from there.
I mean, the marketing people might be able to help with that too,
That's
but
true.
in terms of like, you've got multimedia opportunities as well, like if there is somebody who has a blog, that could be embedded or referred to, or social media, you know, there's all sorts of happenings depending on what WPI uses.
Yeah. I agree. Yes.
This sounds really fascinating. I'm wondering if are any of your stakeholders either against the idea or, or want to co-opt it to go in a certain direction?
As of yet, I haven't seen that, but I haven't gotten. So far, I've kind of reached out to the people who have already been positive. I've had positive communication with the humanities department because they already do some humanities programming abroad, and they're always looking for ways to get more involved. The library I mentioned, and then the IGSD office, because they're our partners with various things. Now, I haven't yet talked to the marketing people. They reached out to me when they got from my survey. I think there's the potential for them to try and either take it over, which I would not be cool with, or take it in a direction that maybe we weren't really initially hoping for. I don't know. I think that they make sense to have on board, but they could be a wild card potentially. I also haven't, which I think, yeah, I think that's the only department I haven't yet talked to. Wild card.
It's been my experience that good projects are hard to hang on to. And some of the most creative student work that I have seen here, it's an odd sort of compliment that the admissions office and the marketing office quickly want to share it with everybody else. So that's sort of good. But I think the ability for you to share your mission and the whole, you've done so much with trying to explain what the purpose is and what you're trying to do. If there's a way to try to keep that front and center as you move out of the door with your various stakeholders, so they don't co-opt where you're headed, might be helpful.
I think it's a good point.
I like the name.
Impact.
Yeah. The community kind of, yeah.
I don't know if we have time, but there was a slide. I took it out though just to kind of keep us moving forward. But when I was first thinking of names and I got to Unpacked, if you read the capstone, it's always referred to as Unpacked with a lowercase u. And the reason for that was because when I first came up with the idea, I did an informal little focus group, if you could call it that, on Facebook, where I just said, I'm thinking of doing a magazine and I'm thinking of this title, and I put it as Unpacked with a capital U, Unpacked all uppercase, and then Unpacked all lowercase. And I said, what do people think? And I got feedback within 10 minutes from everyone that was online. One person was telling me that all the capital letters of Unpacked made him feel like he was being yelled at by someone, like, unpack your bags right now, and that it didn't feel like a nice word. Then someone else said that the capital U kind of made him think that, or her think that it was a negative word, even though it's not, because some words that are negative have unproductive, unfit for something like that. So the capital U seemed to emphasize the potential negativeness of the word. I was like, oh, I didn't think of that. And then I had it as Unpacked, and it was actually Danny in New Zealand who wrote back. She was one of my cohort low-res people who now lives in New Zealand and is about ready to have a baby pretty soon. She was the one who wrote back and said, why don't you call it Unpacked ED? So it was a little bit of a group effort.
Well, I think we should give you a little applause. don't we take, we have a clock